What's up, everybody? What is up? What do I think about Bitcoin? When you're running for Prime Minister, no time soon. I wouldn't even want that job, honestly. GG. Do you know, honestly, I don't speak any other languages. I only speak English. Hello, everybody. Hello. Best advice for FTMO? Well, it depends. I mean, if you're one of my members, then you'll know the advice. But if you're not, then it would be to just take it slow. Now, listen, guys, I don't plan on being on Instagram for Instagram Live tonight for very long. I know, obviously, the last Instagram I did was like an hour and a half or whatever it was. So I don't plan on being... It was just a quick sort of thing that I want to talk about whilst I've got all of your attention. Now, I sent out an email to all of my members a few days ago now, because basically I am looking to close off the ability to actually purchase my courses from about kind of roughly around a year from now. That isn't like set in stone, it's not like concrete, because it might be that in a year's time, I might have taken on a few more staff and things like that. And as a result of that, they might continue on with BSAPPSfx in terms of sort of running it and whatever. Hang on, let me just catch up with some of these. What the fuck? Nice to see your D. Okay then. What the fuck is that all about? Yeah, so it might be that over the next 12 months, that obviously, because I've got people like Akil that are now working for me, it might be that obviously the smaller team that I create over the next 12 months end up taking forwards BSAPPSfx. But basically, in the next 12 months, I plan to build BSAPPSfx into a bit more of a fund, if you like, as opposed to Akil lifts more weight than you. Listen, I could bench press Akil. That's how fucking light he is. It's a sick joke. So obviously over the next 12 months, it might be that I start building a bit more of a staff and they take it forwards. Because of course I don't want to just, cut all ties. But at the same time, I don't plan on staying in this space with regards to Instagram, etc. I just don't. It's just not very fulfilling for me, and it's just not what I plan to stay and do. So what's going to be happening is, from next week, I am going to be starting a podcast. So I am really excited about that. There's a lot of people who, basically where it's come about from is I've been an entrepreneur now and running businesses, etc. for like 10 years. And I've learned a lot along the way. And as a result of going through those 12 months, I have also faced of my own difficulties. I have faced, things like anxiety, depression. I've gone through, losses and failures, and, I've worked my way up from, driving shit cars to now nice cars, and I have a lot of opinions and things like that on, business and friendships, relationships, opinions on politics, even just little things like cryptocurrencies, trading, mental health. There's so many different things that I feel like I'm quite experienced in talking about, and I'm prepared to give my point of view on. And I know that over the last sort of 5 years or so, the people that I've come into contact with, it seems to be, I'm noticing a pattern that when I speak, people seem to listen, and when they listen, they seem to gain some value from what I speak about. So I think it's only right to, like I said, do a podcast. So I am going to be starting a podcast, and I'm going to be speaking about everything. So I think what the idea is that over the next 12 months, I plan to grow BSAPPSfx to where it needs to go. And then, like I said, like from the beginning of next year, I'll be kind of taking a bit more of a back seat with it. And obviously I'll either be letting my team run it instead, or we'll just be kind of slowly shutting it down. Because obviously there will be people that end up obviously purchasing my education towards the end of this year. Naturally they're going to want still the services in which we get from it. So that would be like the weekly videos that I do, and all the community and everything like that gets provided when you purchase the course. I don't want to just, like, for people that buy it in November, December, I don't want to just get to January and just say, right, fuck it, you're on your own. So it will be a slowly phased out from the beginning of next year into the summer. But that's on the basis that I don't find anybody else to take my place. Okay. And obviously I am mentoring Akil right now, not just with his trading, but in general life. He spends a lot of time with me now on a weekly basis, which is great. I really enjoy, having him down here at the office and everything like that. So it might be that maybe he takes that role going forwards from the beginning of the year, because he is great. He's starting to see things the way I see things. And obviously we've still got another 12 months yet or so of, me sort of lending in my time and mentoring him, everything like that. So it might be that he steps into the issues. I don't know. But one thing I will say is that I definitely do not plan on being that guy on Instagram 18 months from now still posting shit and being that guy that, like some of these people on Instagram, I won't name any names, but like they're like 8 years deep on Instagram still posting shit. And trust me, the world is way bigger than Instagram. So I will be obviously taking a bit of a step back, but for the next 12 months and probably for the foreseeable future, depending on how well it goes, I will be doing a podcast, because I feel like there's just a lot I want to talk about. There's just a lot I want to share. And I do genuinely feel like a lot of you are going to pick up some value from that, especially like little things. Like, for example, I know some of you are going through some struggles right now with, your trading, with not just your trading, but your mindset. You're going through difficulties with, friends, like letting you down, fucking you over and things like that. Family, like not believing in you. And that kind of switch, and there's some other things as well that, like, I feel like have a topic and a place where, like, for example, you start transitioning from who you are at the moment into the person that you're becoming, like, so, and that takes time, right? So you're going to find during that transition phase and that period, you're going to go through some things where you begin to mourn who you once were. And you're going to have some difficulties with friends and family still trying to talk to you as if you're the same person that you once were, but you're not that person anymore. And you're going to go through a whole different phase of almost mourning who you once were. So there's going to be that whole thing of, like, everybody feels like they need advice when they're struggling and when they've got nothing and when they've got no money. But in actual fact, you're going to need advice. Oh shit, hang on, sorry. I am still here. You're going to need advice as well when you start to climb to the top. When you begin to climb to the top and you start getting, leveling up, you're going to need a little bit of advice there as well. So you're definitely going to need some help. And, I want to be that person that can help a lot of you, reach those heights and reach and level up. And I feel like I'm at a point now, although I am, I'm still reasonably young myself. I have gone through the motions. I have been running businesses since I was like, 17, 18. And I feel like I can feel like in this current climate where we're at right now, with, people losing their jobs, being made redundant, looking at different ways to make money. I don't want to just talk about trading, because I think that's just a bit boring. There's a lot more stuff that I can talk about, even just little things. Like, for example, I want to have guests on. I want to have people that have passed their FTMO. Let's have a conversation about that. Like, how did you pass? What difficulties did you face during the process of trying to pass? Other attempts that you've attempted and that you failed at. So maybe that can give some value to people on when they go for their challenge. I know a lot of you are in a dark place right now. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of you are in a dark place. I get that. I know for a lot of you it's difficult right now, like getting up out of bed, and I know that before you go to sleep, you're feeling anxious, you're freaking out about money, you're freaking out about how you're going to make things happen and work. And, I feel like there's a lot of stuff that I have to talk about. I don't want it to be one of those like fucking bullshit podcasts where, people are talking about like fucking UFOs and just dumb shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of the people nowadays that are doing podcasts are just doing podcasts for the sake of it. They haven't really got the credentials, the experience to be able to actually sit and consistently hold a conversation about particular things because they just simply haven't done it. I really have been in the trenches, and I really have been eating shit for many, many years to get to where I am today. And I feel like there's a lot of lessons there where if I was to release it in a podcast, I feel like I could potentially help cut your learning curve. I won't be charging for it. It's completely fucking free. I won't be doing any fucking sponsored shit, none of that. I don't have any intentions on making this difficult. I just want to just give away free value. So obviously we do have the office space now here. And I have just bought the podcast equipment. I have absolutely zero idea how to do a podcast, just for your information. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know how it works or how you even do it, but I'll learn about how to do it. I guess I'll just learn, and I'll just watch some videos and shit about it. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So in terms of obviously doing the podcast, obviously some suggestions for some names would be cool, because I'd like to think of a really good name, like and go on as we mean to go on. So if any of you have any suggestions, then that would be cool. And then another thing as well is like, what I want to be doing is like on a weekly basis, it would be quite cool. What's up with this guy, Mo? Bro, stop putting those emojis in the comments. It'd be quite cool for me to, if I was doing it on a weekly basis, or maybe something where I do it every 2 weeks, it would be quite cool if I could put out a post for you guys where you could ask, like you could write down the questions that you want me to answer. So, and I think that like on the podcast equipment that I've bought, there's an option where you can phone in. So probably what I'll do is I'll get a burner, and we get a number attached to the burner, and then you guys can just phone in, and we can have we could have that conversation like whilst you're here. So I mean, obviously as well, like once coronavirus isn't such a thing and we start to open up the country again, then a lot of you can start heading down here, and you start jumping on these podcasts with me. We can just have a conversation. It literally doesn't even matter at what point you are in your life. I feel like, there's something to be learned from everybody, regardless, even if you're in the trenches, if you're successful, if you're not successful, if you're trying to be successful. There's also people who are in the mental health space. There's people that are in the fitness space, in the dietitian space, all these kind of people that I want coming through and passing through. So, I think it's going to be really sick. I think it's going to be really helpful for people, really valuable. And I'm just at that point really where, I just feel like I've got a lot to talk about. I've got a fuckload to talk about, a lot of stuff to share. So I'm looking forward to it, for sure. Another thing as well is I have currently got the advanced course that's currently on a, hang on, let me just check. It's like 300 quid off the advanced course at the minute. So for those of you that are considering getting involved in the advanced course, I would get involved in it ASAP, because that finishes today. The code for that is 300END. That's 300END. So for some of you that are looking at getting involved in that, they're market chairman 500. But yeah, man, I'm just basically that's what I'm going to be moving into. I'm going to be moving into doing a lot more talking, for sure. But yeah, if you guys got any ideas on names, then give me a shout, because I'd love to hear your opinions. It's worth 50k, the advanced course. Well, listen, bro, if it's worth 50k, then I think you need to transfer me the other 49 and a half. Transfer me the other 49.5, please. The Gulag Podcast. Baffle with Barker. Okay. I'll talk about everything on the podcast. Like, there's a lot of people and they're asking me questions, and I'm definitely down to answer those on the podcast for sure. There's like when it comes to like Instagram, my course and stuff like that, everyone's just like, oh, you know, you need to you need to be professional and stuff like that, and do you know what it is? I don't even want to be professional. Like, I'm not even trying to be professional. I think what it is right now is it's like, I just want to be authentic. And if being authentic means that I end up getting loads of haters, then so be it. But at the end of the day, what's going to be left is a small amount of people who really do support what I say and what I do. So I'm really not that concerned about the hate. I don't want to be, you know, censoring myself or feeling like I can't speak about things that I'd like to speak about, you know, because I'm concerned about what people might think about it. You know. But yeah, authentic is what I'm trying to shoot for, really. But yeah, so that's kind of what I wanted to speak about. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and set it up this weekend, and then what I'll be doing is coming into next week, I'll probably just do the first one where I just do a little bit of an intro about what I'm trying to achieve with the podcast, etc. James and Akil will be down next week as well, so they might chip in as well to the podcast too. And then probably what I'll do is every sort of week or 2 weeks I'll do an episode, and I don't know where I'm going to post it. It might be that I post it on YouTube, or I don't know. I don't really know how it works. Maybe you guys can give me some suggestions, but I'm not entirely sure how it works. So but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be cool. But whilst I'm here, is there anything that I can help anybody with whilst I'm here? Because I'm literally going to be shooting off in the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Yeah, and obviously with the whole camera thing is I don't think I'm going to bother. Like, in all honesty, obviously there's a way, like, I could do cameras, but it's just going to involve so much like editing and all that kind of stuff, and I just want to keep it simple and casual. I was going to film the office as obviously part of a YouTube thing, but for security reasons, I don't think it makes any sense. But I'm happy to speak about it on the podcast. I'm happy to talk about, obviously, all the things that I've bought for the office, like the specs of the computers that might be able to help you when you go to get your computer for trading. I'm happy to talk about the specs of the screens, you know, even the little things like the mouses, the keyboards, and just the little things like just setting up a commercial lease, you know, all the things that go into a commercial lease, and the money that goes into it behind, and what you can expect when you take on something like an office space or something like that. I'm happy to talk about that. I'm happy to really talk about everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, I probably won't be going really super deep on like my strategy and shit like that, but and I won't be going too deep on like money and stuff like that, but anything else I'm more than happy to sit and talk about. I definitely do prefer the bigger screens. Yeah, I find it's really I just find it's really beneficial, like, it's productive. Like, you can have like 3 or 4 different tabs on this screen, and it's just so much easier to use it when you've got that size of a screen. This screen size is 49 inches, widescreen. It's curved monitor, and I mean, obviously I've still got my MacBook, but trying to multitask on a MacBook, you have to keep exiting out of a tab and then going back into a tab. So these size screens are really, really beneficial. And honestly, like, since I've bought these screens, like, half of the members have gone and bought a screen. They love them, so they're definitely good. 49-inch curved screen is, or getting 2 like 27 inches side by side is sick. The bigger the better. Fuck's sake. What's wrong with you lot? Are we going to see you in Katie Price's documentary on BBC? Maybe, yeah. Listen, Harvey's my boy, alright? Harvey is my boy. He's part of the crew. He's part of the crew. Hello, you cunt. Hello, you cunt. We love to see it. Hello, you cunt. Jokes. Fucking jokes. Yeah, I love Harvey. Harvey's a G. Yeah, I caught him in a sunbed shop. What a guy. Fucking guy is a unit, mate. My screen is bigger than yours. Oh no. Uh-oh. I don't even think you can't get a computer monitor screen, I don't think, any bigger than 50 inches. Otherwise you might as well get a fucking TV. I've got a TV at home, it's like 75 inches, just use that. You know what I'm saying? Harvey could bench you. Fucking right he could. Fucking right he could. Kid's a unit. He's an absolute unit. It's a joke. I might hire him for security. Honestly, hire him for security. What is up with all this? What's all this gay energy right now in this chat? Every inch matters. The bigger, the better. What is all this? You lot have been on lockdown far too long. Far too long. Fuck's sake. You just go sort yourselves out. Brad must be here, yeah. Gay energy from Brad. A lot of gay energy today, and that's no offense whatsoever to gays. By the way, you know, you crack on, whatever. But let's keep it out of the live, hey? Let's keep it out of the live. So yeah, anyway, yes. So like I said, from next week we'll start doing a podcast, and we'll start getting some of the members on for sure, having some conversations. Getting some members on the podcast, and yeah, it'd be good. But I think we need to shut down this live now, because I think you'll get a bit carried away. We'll get a bit carried away. Right, anybody got anything to say? Because I'm about to shut this live off. How do you stay positive? Listen, bro, waking up and being happy is a fucking choice. Am I blushing? I don't think so, bro. I got about 4 layers on because I just went for a walk. Took a walk off a clef. Clef lip. Took a walk off a big giant clef. Can we see the Audi exhaust? I'd show you, but it's dark. So what's the point? This complexion is from the water, mate. You can keep that water going. I drink about 10 bottles of this a day, at least. I hope you will be the future king of Forex. Play some Biggie Smalls. Skincare routine. Last time I came on a live, it was a beard routine, and now it's a skin routine. What the fuck is this shit? What do you want? What do you want me to play? You want me to play some hip hop? Have I turned vegan yet? Yeah, do you know, it's funny. I am trying to turn vegan. Yeah, believe it or not, I actually am trying to turn vegan. Yeah. Yeah, I really am. I had a vegan sausage roll today from Greg's. Imagine that. Imagine that. Gang?